So yeah, I'm having a look at the Triumph Rocket 3. It definitely looks better from this side. This is one hell of a machine.
So, this is Dave. Dave has been so kind as to let me ride the Rocket 3 2,500 cc's, and we're going to go on and do a road test.
Enjoy.
See you in about 30 minutes.
Tally ho, and off we jolly well go. It's a big beast. Bit more length forward than I expected. Something like that. More truck it around than I expected. So first impressions, very length forward. A very easy motorcycle to ride. Nice seat. First impression, very well balanced. Doesn't feel like a huge motorcycle. Just feels like a bike. As you can see, I've got my feet flat on the floor. Half a fuel tank of fuel. Definitely a big bike. I'm gonna have to put my visor down because I have no screen. In third gear. Let the tyres warm up before I do anything silly. Screen looks good. I know it has lots of rider modes and things. The riding position is quite comfortable actually. If I had this motorcycle though, I'd have slightly different bars. I'd have them more pulled back towards me. I'm sitting very comfortably though. I don't feel cramped. It does need an aftermarket exhaust though, because I can barely hear it. See nothing on my left hand side. East. First gear, second gear, third gear. Whoa! You can feel the torque when you lay on some power. Oh, we're going awfully fast in it. This is the wrong helmet for this. Goes down my helmet. Have to lean into the wind a lot. It handles really well considering it has that big fat back tyre. Very manageable. Suspension's good. That was a big bump. Look over my shoulder. Past this car. Brakes are good. It slows down and stops nicely. Engine has a nice rumble to it when you You can feel the torque twist in the engine when I rev the engine, which is really nice. So I'm looking for the highway. I think I might put past the turn to the highway, which is back there. So I'll go turn around in a minute. And head back towards the highway. Just make a U-turn. Let's see how easy it is to do a U-turn on this motorcycle. I'm going to make a U-turn on this traffic light. No more difficult to do this that U-turn on this motorcycle than my Triumph Bonneville. Very easy, very manoeuvrable. Still can't see out of that goddamn mirror though. 60 miles an hour in fourth gear, 70 miles an hour. It just gets up and goes. It is a beast. It's a happy bike. Looks good, feels good. My brother is really thinking about getting one of these. This could be a commuter bike. It's not difficult to handle, it's not difficult to maneuver, it's not particularly wide. If I had to choose a commuter bike between this and my RT, I would choose this, because this is just easier it would be much easier to ride in traffic. It's lower to the ground. It's not as wide as my BMW RT. Actually, I rode the 2300cc version of this. It was a 2017 year Rocket 3, and that was a much more of a handful to ride than this. This is a much more pleasurable experience. It's not a handful. I wouldn't call it a beginner motorcycle, but it certainly isn't difficult to ride. Oh! I think the suspension is set for someone a little bit heavier than me, because that was quite a lot of shock through my spine. Here's 64 up here. So I'm going to get this onto 64. No problem. Not sure I like the TFT screen though. Misplaced the technology again. Now let's see how it turns in on a slip road. No problem, I don't have to muscle it. It just goes. Alright, I'm going the right direction. Fourth gear. I'm behind. And here we go, 81 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour. Absolutely no problem. I'm having to lean into the wind a little bit because that's there's no wind protection, but the wind that is coming off is not dirty air. It's nice and clean. It feels fine. That wing mirror not being there is a bit annoying though. I'd like to be able to see behind me. It's stable at speed, 74 miles an hour. Suspension's a little harsh, but apart from that it's absolutely fine. Tidewater Drive coming up in 2.25 miles. 2.75 miles, 35 miles an hour on this, no problem. But you do need wind protection. I'm just going to relax into it now. 75 miles an hour. Absolutely no problem whatsoever. Comfortable, stable, an absolute joy to ride. Especially I think I'm right one. Oh, nice sound. Look my visor. I'm going to pull into this strip mall and I'm going to do a quick walk around and discuss it a little bit. Find somewhere now to just stop for a second. Somewhere with a nice background. So, yeah, I'm having a look at the Triumph Rocket 3. It definitely looks better from this side. This is one hell of a machine. The sitting position for me is a little bit leant forward, but apart from that, it's very comfortable. The seat's nice. It has a nice firm seat. The brakes work absolutely beautifully. Let's have a look at this from the front. Look at those two lights. It looks good. It is a good looking motorcycle. Around the back, single side swinging arm is a nice touch. I do like this bike. What's from this side? Yes, the exhaust side looks a lot better. It's easy to ride. I wouldn't call it a beginner bike, but you really wouldn't have to have much experience to ride this motorcycle. Not a first bike, maybe a second. After you've What a machine. What a machine. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.